celebrated annually on March 8 to commemorate cultural, political, and socio-economic achievement of women. Women were considered as weak and ignored by the patriarchal society. They were and are still supposed to be so-called angels in the house. Well, we have some questions. Why are we tied down even when we are equally talented? Why are we so silent even when we have strong statement to make? Why are we so called fragile even when we lead a global organization? We are not the angels in the house. We are the women and we run the world.
The role of the woman as a homemaker and mother is demanding round the clock. Women sacrifice many dreams for their family, but their sacrifice is still not rewarded. It is time to change our attitude. Women have tremendous potential to bring unique capabilities. Mothers play an important role in building the character of their children, who are the future.
The women empowerment through literature. The women has faced many struggles due to inequality. The traditional women literature has been ignored due to the inferior positions of women in societies. The urns of women in societies categorized and created an area of group of people marginalized by history and explored to their ideas, their thoughts through writing. The famous Indian writers like Arundhati Roy, Sugatumari, Kamala Suraya, etc. was achieved their goals through these literatures. Happy Women's Day.
A country's greatness lies on its undying ideals of love and sacrifice that inspires the mothers of the race. Sarojini Naidu. The history of Indian freedom struggle would be incomplete without mentioning the contribution of women. Freedom fighters are the people who fought against Britishers to freedom our country from them. They fought with true spirit and facing various tortures, exploitations and hardship to earn us freedom. There are a lot of women who worked for Indian freedom struggle. Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India, she campaigned Khilafat movement and civil disobedience movement. Basanti Devi, she participated in Khilafat movement and civil disobedience movement and aimed at education of women. Annie Besant, she established Indian Home Rule movement. Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi, she was a sign of courage, patriotism, self-respect and a pivotal figure in Indian Revolt 1857. Happy Women's Day.
Women also participate in the political sector. Political participation is the tool of women empowerment. Women represent 10.5% of the total members of the parliament. K.K. Shailaja, Indira Gandhi, Nirmala Sitharam, Veena George are the famous women politicians and there are many other notable women in this field. Happy Women's Day.
Women, through their sedulous mindset and perseverance attitude, had made history not in just their life but in their respective careers. The sagas of women contribution in sports and games are till date celebrated. Women in sports defy gender stereotypes and social norms, making inspiring role models for our future generation. The legacy of Karnam Malleshwari, P.V. Sindhu, P.T. Usha, Saina Nehwal and the never-ending list have made and proved how women grow from adversity to a nation's dignity.
Gender equality. Let them go to school, let them take decisions, let them live the life they want. I do believe girls are not less than the boys, both are equal and will remain equal forever.
Amid a global push to get more girls interested in science, we want to take a moment to remember contribution of women in science. Women in any field has been worthy as men, but somehow their contribution are not discussed or have been forgotten with time. This is true even the field of science. While we know about the priceless contribution of greatest scientists like C.V. Raman, A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, but many of us are unaware of the contribution of women in the field of science. We all know the name of the physicist and chemist, but you recall the Marie Curie's contribution. In 90s, when women really did not teach science at European universities, she carried research with radioactivity. She won Nobel Prize with her husband in 1903. There are so many women shining in the field of science. So salute all the women who make our life easy and comfortable. And I wish you a happy Women's Day.
Women in space. Women can also perform in space. They can fly on space station. Women can also perform in spacewalk. I would like to speak about Kalpana Chawla. She was the first Indian woman in space. There are many other notable women who flew in space. Happy Women's Day.
The theme of International Women's Day 2022 is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow, honoring the contribution of women and girls around the world who are leading a charge on climate change adaptation, mitigation, response in order to create a more sustainable future for all. Let's honor all the women around us and respect their achievements. Thank you. Happy Women's Day to all.